Meanwhile, President Donald Trump has discussed the situation in Libya on a phone call with his Egyptian counterpart, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The two agreed that they reject foreign exploitation in Libya and urged warring parties to take urgent steps to resolve the fighting. For more on this, let's talk to Kasim Ileri, who is the Pentagon Correspondent for Anadolu agencies. Thanks so much, Kasim, for joining us.
Thank you.
First of all, this conversation between Donald Trump and Sisi, can you contextualise this for us? Why is it important and how does it relate to the conflict in Syria?
Syria or Libya?
Sorry, Libya.
Libya, yeah.
Excuse me.
So, well, actually, the Mediterranean has never been so warm because it's now so complicated. It has become a very complicated area. And then Libya is at this very spotlight of this entire tensions going on in the Eastern Mediterranean.
What do you mean when you say warm?
I mean because the tensions have increased because of the tensions between Turkey, Israel, Cyprus, and South Cyprus, and then Greece, and then some other parties, Egypt now part of it. So Turkey has recently secured a deal with Libya, maritime deal with Libya, and then all of a sudden Libya becomes one of the key focus for the entire region. And then we saw Egyptians, we saw Greeks, we saw Turkish, we saw so many other officials having some relations or kind of communications with certain parties in Libya to have some types of deal to make it part of the entire conflict or tension going in the Eastern Mediterranean. So here Trump and Sisi, if it was somebody else, not Sisi, Trump had a conversation with, I was going to say that he means anybody else. But here, as the other party, the other on the other side of the phone is Sisi, the Egypt Sisi, I think implicitly this message of foreign actor is implicitly meaning Turkey. So we say that Turkey and some other countries, of course.
Well, both sides agree, both of those leaders, Trump and Sisi, agree that there's foreign exploitation and that other states need to stay out of the conflict in Libya. So Turkey is the latest in a growing list of countries wanting military presence there. We've got the Russians, the French, the Italians. What are the interests of these varied states?
So, of course, Eastern Mediterranean resources, energy resources, is the main interest of all these countries. But Turkey, from the very beginning, have been objecting to a fait accompli by Greeks and Israelis, and of course later on Egyptians. So Turkey was saying that, okay, Turkey and Turkish Cypriots have rights to all these areas of exploration, and Turkey is also exploring certain areas of the Mediterranean. But what the problem was, they were trying to bypass Turkey in terms of the entire energy search and pipeline projects and so on. So Turkey has been Turkey has secured a deal with Libya in order to extend its exclusive economic zone and also its maritime jurisdiction to the Libyan territorial water as well.
So you're essentially saying that Turkey has been sidelined in this process?
Yes.
And then is this Turkey's attempt at reshaping the Mediterranean?
Of course. Turkey is trying to secure its interests that it has been long trying to work with the entire region, with the other people in the region, to secure those and then to have a fair share among all parties that have shore to the Mediterranean. Mediterranean is a large sea, and then there are several countries. Now Tunisia is in, now Algeria is in, and Turkey brought Libya in, and then Turkey has established an alliance in the area so that nobody will be sidelined in a deal or any type of resource-based shares to go to just 2 or 3 countries.
But all of these outside interests, including Turkey's, come at a critical time in the negotiation period between the two sides in Libya. Might Turkey just be another country in this very embattled state that doesn't need that presence? Well,
Turkey. Let's first contextualize certain things. The National Government of National Accord is recognized by the United Nations, and then of course supported by the entire Western countries. It was the United Nations Security Council allowed France and other countries to topple Muammar Gaddafi because he was a military dictator, and now they toppled him and they brought a new government of national accord. And then this government of national accord, recognized by the international organizations, is now under attack by another military dictator who is Haftar, and the United States have been outspoken about him a few years ago. Then all of a sudden the United States goes silent, and then now Russians are supporting this the junta under Haftar, and then they're attacking on the government of national accord. So the thing is, Turkey has been both its national security interests, and also Turkey, again, its principled foreign policy plays here. So it's in the right side of the history, I think, when it comes to the national accord government, because it's a legitimate, elected, and at the same time recognized government.
Okay, Kasim, we'll have to leave it
Thank
there
you
for the
very
time
much.
being. Thanks very much, Kasim Ileri, there for us.